Welcome to all in the new video of the question series and the question asked in the J 2024 and question belongs to from the ray optics. So first of all, we will understand the questions, then we will match the list one with the list second. Okay, so here I have already draw the figure and then I will explain the figure. So first of all, we will read the questions. Question is given that a light is incident on the surface of the sphere of refractive index n at an angle of theta naught. So initially, light is incident. Likewise, okay, light is incident here, and this draw the normal n1 from the center. This is the center of the sphere. Okay, the ray partially reflect into the sphere with the angle of reflection phi naught, and then partially reflect from the back surface. Okay, so light is deflected at an angle of phi naught and then reflect from the surface. So here again drawing the normal, and that is n2 normal. Okay, so lights partially reflect again. So this is the reflected ray, and this is the reflected ray. Okay, then again I have draw the normals because in the next section of the question given the total angle of deviation, again given the reflected ray then emerge out of the sphere after the partial reflection. Then this ray again undergo the partial reflection process and some of the rays deflection. Okay, so the last statement of question given that the total angle of deviation of the emergent ray with respect to the incident ray is alpha. So total angle of deviation given is alpha between the incident ray and the emergent ray. This is given to be alpha. Match the quantity mentioned in list one with their value in list second and choose the correct options. Okay, so in these questions, first of all, we write the total angle of the deviations. So in case of the there are the three conditions where the ray is deviated. First is the year, second is the in this plane in this point, and another is the during the emergent. Okay, so initially deviation is del one. Suppose second case deviation is del two, and third case is del three. Okay, so in case initial ray was going in this direction, so ray is deviated here, and that is deviated by the theta naught minus phi naught. Okay, so del one will be there. This value is del one. Okay, so theta naught minus phi naught. In the second case, ray was going in these directions and ray is deviated by this angle. Here, this angle is phi naught, and the normal drop from the center and having equal length. So this triangle become the triangle AOB. AOB becomes the isosceles triangle. So this angle also be phi naught. Okay. If this angle is phi naught, then the deflection angle also be phi naught according to law of the reflection. So this angle deviation del 2 comes out to be 180 minus 2 phi naught. Or you already know that during the reflection, the deviation of the ray is made by the 180 minus 2i, and I the incident angle. Here the incident angle is phi naught. Okay, so we can write here 180 minus 2 phi naught and del 3. So del 3 to this angle is phi naught. Again, this triangle OBC is a isosceles triangles. Then the angle will be same phi naught, and this angle also be phi naught. If this angle is phi naught, so by the symmetry of the initial incident angle, we can write this angle comes out with theta naught. Okay, theta naught. Done. So here the ray was going in this direction initially, but this is the deviation. On all the deviation are clockwise deviation. So here we will add all the deviation, and then the deviation del 3 comes out to be phi naught minus, so theta naught minus phi naught. So theta naught minus pi naught. Okay. So this comes out to be total 2 theta naught minus 4 times pi naught plus 180 degree. This is the total angle of the deviation. Done. Okay. If a ray incident normally, if ray incident normally on the surface, suppose in this manner, then they will be retrace the path. In this case, the angle of deviation will be the 180 degree. In this case, angle of deviation will be 180 degree because ray was going in this direction and come back in the same direction, in the opposite directions. So the deviation becomes 180 degree. Okay, and this is only possible when the theta naught equal to the zero. Theta naught equal to the zero. Okay, in another case, in this case, we can write the diffraction equations initially. So the diffraction equation is comes out with sine theta naught equal to the n times sine phi naught. Phi naught. So in the question given that match the column with the column second. If n equal to 2 and alpha equal to 180 degree, then which option is suitable? If alpha equal to 180 degree, if alpha equal to 180 degree, then these equations, the relation between the theta naught and phi naught comes out to be after solving, and the theta naught comes out to be 2 times phi naught. Okay, if theta naught equal to 2 times phi naught, then we first substitute the value of the theta naught, that is a 2 times phi naught, okay, equal to n sine phi naught. Sine 2 phi naught comes out to be 2 sine phi naught cos phi naught equal to the n sine phi naught. And sine phi naught and sine phi naught cancel out. Cos phi naught equal to the n by 2. Okay. So first option, in the first option, first, second, and third, in all the options, angle of deviation was given already. That is a 180 degree. Then we will put the value of the n if n equal to the 2, as is given in the option A. Option P, in option P is given. So cos phi naught equal to the 2 divided by 2 equal comes, and it is only possible when phi naught equal to the 0 degree. If phi naught equal to 0 degree, then from this equation we can write theta naught equal also be 0 degree, because cos phi naught equal to 1, that means phi naught value is equal to the 0 degree, then theta naught also be 0 degree. Okay, so the possible option, only single value is possible of theta naught, but in the first option 30 degree and the value of theta naught 30 and 0 degree not possible. First, second, third, and fourth option are not possible. Only fifth option is possible. So we can write with the P is fifth option. So in the options A and B, where the P matches with the fifth options. Now we need to Q. We will solve the Q. If n equal to root 3 by 2, if n equal to the root 3 by 2, in this case, cos phi naught equal to the root 3 by 2. That means theta naught comes out to be 30 degree. If theta naught is 30 degree, then from this formula, we can write, sorry, phi naught. Phi naught comes out to be 30 degree, then the theta naught twice of the phi naught. That means 60 degree. Okay. Then option will be then uh, then all the possible value of the theta naught will be the 60 degree. 60 degree and 0 degree, because 0 degree is always applicable in case of the normal incident. So second option is correct. So in case 2, the Q will be the 2. Okay. 3, in case of 3, if n equal to root 3 by 2 and alpha equal to the 180 degree, alpha equal to the 180 degree, then all value of then all possible value of phi naught will be. So in the R options, phi naught value is mandatory to calculate. But from the two options, we can judge which option is correct, because P matches with the P matches with the 5, and Q matches with the 2. So only there is a one option out of the four options where the option is matching. So there is a need not be calculating um, of the further options. So we directly pick the option A. But we will calculate here other two options also. So value of the so in case of the R, in case of the R, so we already calculate theta phi naught equals 30 degree. If phi naught is 30 degree, okay, then phi naught is 30 degree. Then in case of normal incidence, phi naught also become the zero in this case, because normal incident, no incident angle, no refracted angles, ray traveling in the direction of the normals and reflected back. Okay, so option A is correct. So S value will be the 1. In the S, if n equal to root 2 and theta not equal to 45 degree, if n equal to root 2 and theta not equal to 45 degree, here the alpha value is not given. Directly calculate using the Snell's law formula. Then are the possible value of the alpha. So here in these options, we need to calculate the value of the alpha if theta naught is already given and the refractive index is given. So theta naught is 45 degree. Okay. And this value is root 2 and sine phi naught. So 1 by root 2 equal to root 2 sine phi naught. So sine phi naught comes out to be 1 by 2, and the phi naught value uh, will be 30 degree. Okay. So phi naught value is 30 degree. Then here asks the value of the alpha. So phi naught, so we know theta naught is given 45. After calculation, we get the value of the theta naught is the phi naught is 30 degree. So alpha comes out to be 2 times using this formula. 2 times theta naught is 45 and minus 4 times 30 plus 180. Okay. So 90 minus 120 plus 180. 90 minus 120 comes out to minus 30. Minus 30 plus 180. This is the 150 degree. So angle of deviation comes out to be 150 degree, and that is only matches with the fifth option. This is the fourth option. So here R is the one, and the S equal to the 4. So option A is correct options. But in these questions, S and R calculation are not necessary because there is exit only one options A in which the P matches with the 5 and Q matches with the 2. Thank you.